Let's unpack it. Let's unpack it. And then what we'll do in a minute is figure out where to even start. Okay. The correct answer is B. We got a gain of 400 bucks. Got a gain of 400 bucks. All right, Matthew, that's what I like to see. Rachel, that's what I like to see. Thinking about those very things. Let's unpack this, baby. So here we go. Here's my trades. And so when I see this right off the bat, name of the position, short put, short call, we just did this. Short straddle, it's not a, this is a combination. Short straddle, combination. Why combination? Why combination? Different, not just that it's call and put, but different strikes makes it a combination. If it was a 65 put and a 65 call, then we would see this be truly a short straddle. A nuance or a subset of the straddle universe is the combination. That's a term to know where we have the different strikes. Everybody with me on that? All right. Short straddle, market view. What do we hope to have happen here? Wanted to stay neutral. Wanted to stay neutral. And now we need to do some work in terms of figuring out what is each of these worth when the market value is at 62. Market value is at 62. So let's go through it here with our 3 positions. See if this helps people. So leg 1, the opening transaction. Leg 1, the opening transaction. What did it see us doing when we opened this transaction? Did it cost us money? Was it a debit? Did it bring in capital? Was it a credit? And how much? Good. We brought in 7 on the put. We brought in 7 on the call. We started this baby off up 14, or overall 1,400 bucks. So far, so good. People with me on leg 1? Now leg 2. What's it called here? What am I about to write here? What kind of position is this? Leg 1 was the opening. This is the closing transaction. And in fact, we can be particular. It's not just a transaction, it's a closing what? It's not a closing sale. We already sold those babies. This is a closing purchase. This was an opening sale. People see why? I sold it. People see why? I sold it. So we had the opening sale, and now we got closing purchase number 1 and closing purchase number 2, because we've got 2 legs to close. The first one that we're going to close is the 65 put. So what is the value? The intrinsic value of a 65 put at 62. Intrinsic value, the instinct value. What do you have the right to do? You're going to have to buy this thing. You have to buy this thing. So you need to pay $3 to purchase the put to offset your short put. You see how you're now flat as to the puts? You have a long 65 put and you have a short 65 put. What's the entity that looks at this and says Dave is out of the game? Dave is not a party with the May 65 puts. Who is doing that? You have to know this regulatory business. There you go, Donovan. Yes, Ann. Josh, with the OCC looked and they said, oh, Dave Meshkov has a long 65 put now. He had a short 65 put. We're going to cancel him out. But it cost me $3. Overall, 300 to get that other leg. Now, what about the other part of it? I have another option that I need to buy to flatten out. A May 55 call gives me the right to buy ABC for $55 when it's worth 62. What is that worth to you? Yes, it's going to cost me $7 to buy that contract. No one's going to sell me this for less than $7. So this one cost me 7. And so as a result, we can now see I started up 14, then I go down 3, then I go down 7 to be at up 400. This breaks it down leg by leg. I'm going to show you one other way to think about this. Sometimes this way doesn't click with people. So we have the May 65 put, up 7, leg 1. When we sell it, it cost us 3. We have the May 55 call, brought us in 7. When we sell it, we lost 7. This, the put side of the trade, was a gain of 4. The call side of the trade was flat. This is the same numbers, the same analysis, just looking at it on an individualized option level. They both work. They both work. Can the investors close the call put they sold whenever they want without an additional fee? Well, for each of these transactions, you're going to pay a commission, a trading commission. This all ignores transaction costs like trading commissions. And some of you were saying, and reasonably, Dave, I don't just see it. I have to think about it every time. Totally good. That's fine. That's what you were supposed to be doing. And I just like to tee up some of the different ways, the approaches that you can take. Right? And this is all at market value of 62. Right? And just to be clear, the value of a 65 put when the stock is 62 is 3 here, because the value of a 55 call when the stock is 62 is 7. I hope that you're able to see that. These are the hardest ones. These are the most complex things. Just looking at some of the questions coming in. Could I just say that the call is in the money at 7 and the put is in the money at 3? And subtract the 3 from the 7. That only works. So just looking at the in the money difference, that only works because the call netted out to nothing. Why is there no intrinsic value? How come it doesn't go with the call? There is intrinsic value. The 0 here is you brought in 7 and you paid 7. These are the intrinsic values, the 3 and the 7.